Hi everyone, we have some breaking news that will go down in history as one of the most critical incidents to ever affect this country, and certainly the presidential race. Former President Donald Trump was the target of an assassination attempt while speaking at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania just yesterday. We're still gathering details as to what exactly happened, why it happened, and how it could happen, but we can all be certain this is a terrible tragedy that impacts all Americans, and one that sadly resulted in the death of an innocent bystander and left two others critically injured. President Biden immediately responded to address the nation, but to give you some context, here's what happened. Trump was delivering his rally speech when the sound of multiple gunshots rang out at approximately 6:15 p.m. Eastern, causing chaos as Secret Service agents rushed to the stage. A spokesman for the Secret Service said in a statement that the Secret Service has implemented protective measures and the former president is now safe. In a follow-up statement, they stated, "During former President Trump's campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on the evening of July 13th at approximately 6:15 p.m., a suspected shooter fired multiple shots toward the stage from an elevated position outside of the rally venue. Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter, who is now deceased. U.S. Secret Service responded quickly with protective measures and former President Trump is safe. One spectator was killed and two spectators were critically injured. The incident is currently under investigation, and the Secret Service has notified the FBI. According to CNN, Trump was treated for his injuries at a local hospital and later posted on Truth Social describing the incident and thanking law enforcement for their quick response. President Biden, alongside Democratic leaders and officials from both parties, came together to acknowledge the gravity of the situation and offer their heartfelt condolences. Former President Obama spoke out, addressing his followers on X. He emphasized the democratic values of civility and respect in our politics, writing, "There is absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. Although we don't yet know exactly what happened, we should all be relieved that former President Trump wasn't seriously hurt and use this moment to recommit ourselves to civility and respect in our politics. Michelle and I are wishing him a quick recovery." President Biden did not hesitate in condemning this act. In no uncertain terms, he said, "There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this."
Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick.
Biden's respectful and presidential response is a powerful call for unity and peace in a time of deep division. He later spoke to Trump by phone, a gesture that shows leadership and empathy during a time of crisis. In responding to positive news of Trump's recovery, President Biden said, "I'm grateful to hear that he's safe and doing well. I'm praying for him and his family and for all those who are at the rally as we await further information. Jill and I are grateful to the Secret Service for getting him to safety. There's no place for this kind of violence in America. We must unite as one nation to condemn it." The incident is being investigated as an assassination attempt by the FBI. Details are only still emerging, but what we do know is that Donald Trump was treated for his injuries at a local hospital and later posted to Truth Social, describing the incident and thanking the Secret Service and law enforcement for their quick response. As we all process this shocking event, it's crucial to follow President Biden's lead by acknowledging there is no place for violence in politics. We must also remember the victims, the rally attendee who lost their life, and those who sustained injuries, including Donald Trump. Trump, a man who, in many respects, has become emblematic of the dangerous reality of political violence, is also a victim in this instance. I hope this terrible event serves as a wake-up call for us all, and particularly for Trump, to address the underlying causes of violence, the very real problem of guns in America, the deep prevailing division that threatens our democracy, and the need for genuine unity in our society. President Biden has done just that with his call for unity and condemnation of this violent act. In times like these, such powerful leadership resonates deeply. We need to all come together as a nation and reject violence in all its forms.
We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this.
While many people are understandably speechless, Biden's response as President of the United States speaks for us all. Tragedy transcends political division, and this is reflected in the fact that the Biden campaign immediately announced they'd pause all outbound communications and work to take down their television ads as quickly as possible. Although this is a deeply sad event, My personal hope is that it serves as a turning point, prompting voters to step back and reflect on the precarious path our country is currently on. Political figures on both sides have quite rightly condemned the attack, and Biden emphasized the need for unity by stating, "We cannot allow this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this." It's times like this when it's more important than ever to look ahead. What does this mean for the future? Biden's leadership in this moment highlights the stark contrast between his commitment to unity and the divisiveness we've seen from Trump. There is zero excuse for violence, and Biden's clear stance on this, along with his immediate outreach to Trump, demonstrates the qualities of a true leader. His actions remind us that despite political differences, there is no place for violence in our democracy. As more details emerge, it'll be interesting to see how this incident impacts the political climate and the upcoming election. Could it serve as a wake-up call for those who have stoked division and violence? One can only hope. Let's remember that in the face of adversity, our strength lies in our unity. As Biden himself said, we must unite as one nation to condemn it. It's up to all of us to heed this call and work towards a more peaceful, united America. This event is a stark reminder of the deep divisions we face, but it also presents an opportunity for us to come together and address the underlying issues that threaten our democracy. The forthcoming election is our chance to do just that. Our opportunity to save America. Ultimately, we must not forget, an innocent rally attendee lost their life, and 2 others are critically injured. Their families are in our thoughts during this difficult time, and we hope for a brighter future for us all. And now, over to you. What do you think of President Biden's response? And do you think this incident will be a turning point in the political discourse? Leave your comments below, and let's keep this important discussion going.